is a song that's written around the Great Commission. This moment in Scripture where Jesus calls his disciples together and he says, "As you are going throughout the world and throughout your lives, make disciples of all nations." In this season of writing, I was meditating through this scripture and it was really weighing on me because I began to realize that I'd always treated it as a suggestion. If you can, do this. And that's not what it is. It's a commandment. And Christ said, if you love me, do as I say, obey my commands. So I was really thinking through the application and implementation of the Great Commission in my life, that if I really love God, I worship him by responding to what he said and putting his commands into action. At the same time, our college and young adult group was in the process of revamping their vision and mission really around this idea of missional living. What would it look like in Phoenix if young adults came to know Christ by hearing his gospel on our lips and seeing his gospel lived out tangibly in our lives? So I began to absorb these ideas and thoughts, and As We Go was a song that came out of it. The verses just say, we want more for the city. God, we know you have more for it, so we're asking boldly, would you fill us to change this city? Not through our strength, but we're making ourselves available for you to come and fill us, and it's your strength and your power in us that does the work. We're just making ourselves available. Because you're a God that can move mountains and calm oceans, and you take broken things and you fit them together, and you give things a second chance, like you and me. We've been giving this chance, and we are commissioned as the church to be the salvation plan for the world, that God would use us as his heralds to tell of a coming king. The chorus of the song is really the moment of response. We're saying, God, would you burn a passion so bright in my heart that I would have the courage to go and I would step out in faith to share your gospel and to live it. The second part of the chorus says, we will leave our comfort for your glory. In your spirit and your truth we will go because you call. And I think it's important to remember that it's out of obedience we go. Some of us may sow the seed, but we may never reap it. It's not about us getting the glory or us seeing the fame. It's about God being glorified through the obedience of his followers. And he will do great things through us because he has said he will. But we go out of obedience, and the beginning of that chorus says, we will leave our comfort for your glory. And it was exactly what I wanted to say, but not the way I wanted to say it. I didn't like how it sounded. It wasn't artsy or poetic. It felt kind of bland to me. I wanted to spice it up. But I realized that my own discomfort at leaving that line was exactly what I was talking about. I was putting my own selfish desires to the side, wanting to look like a great lyricist, maybe by spicing it up, in order that the message of the song would be clearer and simpler. And so, in some small way, I was practicing what I was preaching, I guess, but left that line in there. The song really comes together for me in the bridge, where we sing, your truth won't stop with us. We will never be ashamed, for we have seen your grace and it cannot be contained. This idea that we respond to what we've seen. We don't just let this miracle of the gospel, that is God, reveals himself to us. There's no way that that can stay bottled up. We can't stay complacent. We can't stay comfortable, but we go and we share that. We respond to what we've seen. I truly believe that as we seek his kingdom and his righteousness, and he reveals himself to us, we continue to fill the capacity, and then we overflow, and that overflow of believers is what can change a city, because God is filling a people who have made themselves available to his cause. And so that's really what the song is about, this call to arms, in a sense, for believers to sing and to unite through and respond to God, saying, we've seen your face, we have seen your grace in our lives, and it's not going to stop with us, because we want more for this city. We won't rest, we won't become comfortable, but we will continue moving forward out of obedience because you called us to, and we trust you to do great things through us.